Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Tonight we're going to take a look at fishing North Atlantic. I just wanted to throw a thanks out to the publisher for sending me a demo copy. Well, not demo, but it's a full version, but it's a trial copy, I guess, if you will, so that I could take a look at it for free. I've been a big supporter of the North, or the fishing, since it came out. Mr. Michael bought me a copy years ago of Fishing Barents Sea. And just absolutely love the series and excited to see where they're going to go with this. I will say already, just from playing for a couple minutes, the graphics are better. The sounds are pretty impressive. I don't have the music on right now because I don't want to get copyright violated. But I will say that the game has improved quite a bit. A lot more, or some more realism added. But there's just, overall, the whole thing has been improved, it feels like. And I am pretty impressed with how it came out. So let's go ahead. We're going to just play around a little bit because, once again, I'm just starting the game. Like, I literally have been playing it for about a half an hour, trying to figure out how to do it. And it is very different than Fishing Barents Sea as far as how it starts. So the guides will come out later, tutorials, reviews, that kind of stuff. But right now, we're just going to take a first look here and take our boat out and see if we can catch some fish. So I'll be right back. And continuing on with our famous My Summer Car / Finnish character, we have Artie Fufkin from Polymer Records. If you can get that reference, let me know. Is it Polymer? How do you spell Polymer? Poly, is it Mar or Mer? It's Polymer. I think it's Polymer, like that. I'm probably wrong. Whatever. And we're going to go ahead and skip the tutorial. We're starting in Yarmouth. I'm turning off the port patrol. What this means is you have to go under 5 miles per, or knots per hour. I don't think I'm capable of doing that. So, fish gear helper, guidelines of picking up fishing gear. Okay, so we're going to begin the game. Now, you start in Yarmouth with a interesting fishing boat. No longer do we have the Borga. We start with a boat named Mickey. And Mickey is, we're going to actually go into the dock. Mickey is a swordfish boat. It can do deep line fishing, which goes after swordfish and tuna. And then it also does spear fishing, which is what we're set up for right now. You'll notice we started with $30,000. And we'll go ahead and into town and take a look at some of the other things that are instantly available. We're going to look at the upgrades. Right now, I don't think there's anything that I want to upgrade except for maybe radar, but even then, fish sonar, right now, if we're going to do swordfish hunting, we're looking for them on top of the water, so we don't really need deep scanning radar. Later on, we probably want to add this as we go out deeper into the ocean, but we're not going very deep right now. That's the only thing I can think of. We have some other items that we can buy, but we're not going to do that now. Once again, we'll look at that more in depth as we play this game. So, Shipyard. This is where we can buy other ships. Right now, we don't have enough money to buy anything, but we have the Lenore. Lenore is a mid-sized fishing boat that can be rigged for line, net, and deep line lobster. Oh, and lobster fishing. So this is a nice, maybe beginner boat to go towards because it has several different types of fishing that you can do. You can actually have 2 additional crew members, which is great. Like, you can have one guy that specializes in prepping the fish, like doing the gutting, and another guy that's good at pulling the fish, so like they'll pull the line up and whack the fish with the curmudgeon. What is that thing called? It has a technical name. Somebody gave it to me on the last time I did one of these videos, and I can't remember what it is for the life of me. It has a real name. Anyhow, that boat, as you can see here, has room for 2 crew, which is good for training crew. Nice step up. We also have the backstabber. Arg. So this backstabber is just like the Mickey. Oh, that's cool. You can actually have a 360 view now. Look at that. That's really cool. For about $100,000 more, this one holds also 2 crew. I'm not sure what you would do with 2 crew members on this boat. If you'd have one of them maybe actually do the spear chucking. I'm so bad. If we can actually find any swordfish, you'll see how bad I am at actually catching the swordfish. I'm terrible, but you work with what you got. We have the Dexter, spelled Deck Lobster, like not DEX like the name, but Dexter, is a modern freeze trawler used for bottom trawling. Interesting. So we can go right to a trawler. However, it's $4 million. That is definitely a long-term goal. Pretty cool boat, though. You'll be bringing in a couple different species of fish using a trawler like this in the North Sea. And it has crew of 8. I imagine you freeze the fish and bring them in. Probably a lot like the lunar bow from the other game. So that's a cool looking ship. We'll get there eventually. And we also have the Coastern, and this is definitely a crab boat. It's based on a boat called the Northwestern, for those of you that like The Deadliest Catch. I believe that's, the guy's name is Lars, the captain. It's he's Lars Johansson or whatever. Very famous fishing boat, so this one's based on that boat. $6.5 million. So you say to me, Arthur, where are all the other boats? Because, you know, if you had the DLCs on the other game, and you had even the base game, you had like 15 boats to pick from. There's only 4 here. Well, what they've done, and I like this, they've actually hidden the boats around the map. So they're encouraging you to go out and explore. And the other thing that you need to watch is the market prices change. So if you sell a lot of fish at one port, the price will actually go down, and you'll start making money at other ports. So you have to check. There's different spreadsheets on the game that show you which ports are selling for more. And this game actually has unlike the last version, which was the Barents Sea, this game actually has a flexible market where the market actually changes according to what's being fished and where it's being sold. So it will enhance your experience to find other ports along the coastline to sell your fish at, because you're not going to, eventually you're going to, I guess, burn this out. So, okay, so upgrades. No, where's the, I'm looking for a specific, well, rigging is what we have right now. Right now we're rigged for harpoons. For this first look, we're going to keep it rigged for harpoons, but people are saying online, really to get as fast as you can, you want to rig the ship for deep line fishing. That will catch tuna, and it will also catch swordfish. But the reason why you want to do that is that you can catch a lot more fish that way. You'll start making a lot of money. You can also, I believe, gut those fish, which I don't think you can when you're harpooning. So I think if you do the deep line rigging, you'll actually get a table on the boat that will allow you. But we'll see. I'm not sure about that. So we'll see as we play the game. But for now, we're going to go ahead and run it with the spear caster, which I'm terrible at. Fish market. That's what I'm looking for, shop. The shop, you can upgrade things. If you're using the hook, and this is what I couldn't remember what the name of it is. It actually has a name, like a cudgel or what do they call that? I'll remember at some point halfway through. I'll be up in bed in 2 hours from now, like going to sleep, and I'll be like, oh, dang it. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, it's something like a cudgel or something like that. And they use this to bash fish basher. But if you buy these, it'll actually, and they're expensive, but if you're using this to pull in a fish using a line and then you whack the fish whacker, it will increase the size of the fish that you're bringing in. So it's actually worth grabbing these if you're going to be doing line fishing and doing it manually. This will help you. However, be aware, don't bother buying these for your crew members, because it will not upgrade your crew members. It only upgrades you. Same thing for the knife. If you're planning on doing a lot of hand gutting, if you don't have a ship that has, or a boat that has a machine gutter on it, then eventually, if you're going to do it a lot, it may be worth getting the Singa gutting knife, or any of these gutting knives, because you're going to improve the gut. The better the gut, the more money you make when you sell the fish. So they're worth the upgrades if you're going to be doing it by hand. Binoculars, I don't. Actually, now that we're now that we're on the lookout for tuna or for swordfish that are at the surface of the water, upgrading your binoculars may come in handy, because then you can look out the ship and kind of look and see where you can go up on the, especially with this one, you can go up on the top on the mast and look around and see if you can see swordfish swimming out in the ocean, and then head towards them to go spear them. So I can see this also being a good upgrade if you're going to do that. But I just want to show you, these are still in the game. If you're familiar with the old game, this one still has that stuff. Here's the fish prices. So right now, these are the prices at Yarmouth, and I'm not sure how you see them. They said that you can see them with the other ones, but you might actually have to memorize them yourself or look in your journal maybe. You'll notice here on the fish prices, we have a large variety of fish. Also now added into the game, we have lobster. We have silver hake, which is going to take the place of mackerel, but we also have mackerel still. Or it's the same idea. The silver hake are pulled in, I believe, with a net, also just like mackerel are. We have swordfish, which currently is the most valuable fish in the game. And then we also have tuna, which is also pretty valuable. Lobster is very valuable. Snow crab's not as valuable as it used to be, but it's still very valuable at $9. You'll still make a lot of money with that. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll get out to sea and kind of take a look around, see if we can't find some of these swordfish. So that port thing that I did where it said turn off the port cops or whatever, you definitely want to have those turned off. And the reason being is if you go over 6 miles per hour, every time you do that, it's going to ding you $300. Oh, and I forgot one thing. The first thing we want to do before we go, I'm going to change my name. Mickey is just... I was going to call this the mistress, but I think I'm married now, so that's not going to work. So we'll call this the mattress. With this cool font. There we go. We're gonna take the mattress out to sea. Arg. Catch some sleep. Now, one thing I do wish, I really wish, and I'm gonna turn the volume down a little bit here, guys. Sorry about that. I really wish that. Hang on, how's the volume looking? It's still a little loud. Better. There, right about there. There we go. But you'll notice even if you're listening through headphones, this game sounds really good. Anyway, if you leave that yard speed on or the patrol, you'll get dinged $300 every time you go over 6 knots. Well, you can easily make that mistake in just like 2 seconds. As you can see here, I've been over 6 knots like 5 times. I would have already been charged like $3,000. It's not that harsh, but it does ding you every couple minutes with a fine. So you have to keep it at like 3 knots. But it depends on how much you want to simulate. If you're really into simulation and you want to play this like you probably would more realistically, and you want to keep your boat at a reasonable speed when you're in the dock area, then by all means turn that on. I will say that looking at this map will just show you that you have to keep yard speed all the way, I believe, until you pass the beacon marker, which is like... I'm trying to get where I can see it at the same time. It's a little bit different. There we go. See where that boat is down at the bottom? Yeah, that's where the marker is. So you're going to have to maintain 6 knots or below for a long time. You can see here just how long this is going to take us. About 10 minutes to get out of port, which it's realistic. So once again, if you're into playing the game realistically, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to get to it, you might want to speed up. Now, in the old version of the game, you could use your map navigation here, and you could add waypoints, and then, oops, that's not what I want to do, and fast travel your way out, and it would just do it for you. And let's see, can we do it? Oh, yep, so we can still do it. Can I cross land, return? Oh, sorry, mister. Whoa, we're going to get run over. The cat, he's a nasty captain, man. He just run me right over. He has the right of way, though. In the rules of the sea, might makes right. So the bigger the boat has the right of way. So you can still fast travel. I don't know, and I'm sorry, and this is something I'll find out as I play the game. I don't know if they ding you for extra fuel by doing that. But that shows you that can get you out of the dock faster. Or if you prefer, you can just ride all the way along. They do have an autopilot for this game. I'm not sure what the autopilot does yet, and once again, this is a first look. I'm letting you know that it's there. There's a $3,000 autopilot device that you can add to your boat, and I don't know exactly what it does, aside from maybe when you're actually driving it, you can set it to a certain speed and heading, and it'll hold those while you're out fishing. So, like a crab boat, you click the button and you want the crab boat to keep going in the same direction as you're dropping pots into the ocean. That might be where it helps. So I'm not sure, but that could be what it's doing. So once again, key differences. We have the autopilot. We have boats and locations that are hidden around the map. Now, we went past one, and unfortunately I forgot to show you that back in this cove over here is the crappy little Borg fishing vessel that you start with in the last version of the game. But that might come in handy for you if you want to do some line, just regular old line fishing. I have a feeling that boat will be cheap, so we'll pick that up on the way back. But anyway, so we do have some definitely like big differences. Another big difference of this game between the last version is that you now no longer have the overall radar map where I click a button over here somewhere or here, and it shows me all the known locations. And look at the size of this map. This is just huge. Here's other ports, by the way. If you remember in the old version, you click it and it would show you anywhere that you've been. It would show you the hot spots of where those types of fish are if you clicked on the fish. That's gone. You're going to now have to, by hand, figure out where those are. However, that means that you no longer have to unlock the map, which is why we can fast travel. For right now, I could just click on these and automatically fast travel over to the next port. That's pretty cool. But you no longer see where the fish are. You actually are going to have to use your radar to figure out where the fish are. So, like as I'm driving straight ahead here, you can see I've got for 1,000 meters ahead of me there are no fish. Looks like a trench here. Maybe that's a glitch. And my radar goes down to right now showing that the depth right here is about 18 meters. But this radar that I have only goes down to 50. So that's where you buy the deeper radars if you want to find what's below that. So we're heading out to sea. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and go back into the cabin here. And we'll let the boat drive itself for a little bit. So V. And I'm going to hold down F and stop driving. Now, you can see here we can open this door. One of the cool things about this boat, this is the Mickey once again, we can climb upstairs and we can drive the boat from the poop deck. Actually, this is this would be the mast, wouldn't it? I'm not sure what the poop deck is, but I'm assuming it's where you poop. But this gives you a nice idea of, looking out, and let's see, where's the binocular button? I can't, is it that? There we go. So we can zoom out with our binoculars and take a look, and there's some boats up there. I don't see any fish. There's a boat there. No fish as of yet. But you can use this to scan around. This is where the high-power binoculars would come in real handy. Let the boat continue on its route. And we're going to go climb down the stairs. And we're going to go ahead and open this up. And now we can go out front. And I don't know. We're supposed to be, at least in the tutorial they had us stopped. I will say the spear goes way, way below where you chuck it. So just be aware that you're going to have to wait till the fish get pretty close to the boat if you're going to hit anything. You might get a luck shot. But when they're like right here, I still miss them all the time. It's really difficult to get the shots lined up. I don't know why they made it so hard, but I suppose throwing a spear at a fish is not the easiest thing in the world to do, and so they're, working on emulating that. So I'm going to putz around a little bit, see if I can find some swordfish to throw things at, and I will catch up with you guys once I hopefully have done that. But in the meantime, it's like no time will have passed at all. I'll see you guys momentarily. One of the things that I wanted to show that's different, they fixed the Searchlight. Okay, so if you played Fishing Barents Sea, the spotlight made like this huge glow, and you couldn't see anything. Like, it was really difficult to see what you were doing. And by the way, I've been fishing for 2 days now. I haven't found any swordfish. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Somebody was saying online that you have to find like a swordfish spot by talking to people in the bar. So you go to the local tavern and talk to them, and you pay for a $1,000 tip to find swordfish. But that can't be how they're basing this whole game, because you can't base the whole game on that, because you're going to end up with a problem where people are going to get like frustrated and not. They're starting you off with a swordfish boat, and then you can't catch any fish because you can't find them. That's not going to work. And so I'm wondering how they're going to kind of alleviate that. Come on. Close the door. There we go. I want to show you in the cabin. They're like, if you remember before when you had the searchlight on, and it's right out in front of us right now, you could not see anything. It would just completely blank out the screen with this white light. Oh. We just found Ingolf's Head. I was going to stay here overnight and then try to see if I can find swordfish in the shoals around this island. So I've been sailing around discovering ports, and this will be my my game, like my playthrough game. So we'll keep going from here. But so far I'm a little frustrated that I can't find the fish. It should be a little bit easier than this, especially when you're just starting out. Now there's a glitch right there with the lights. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can, whoops. No, don't jump out of your seat when you're about to dock. There, bad idea. We can, let's see, rotate searchlight. I want to turn the searchlight off. Where are all these? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. I thought we'd be able to, hey, anchor's away. Oh, you can actually put an anchor down. That's cool. That's new. All right. Nope, that's not going to let me do it. So, okay. Well, I was hoping you could control the lights from inside the boat, but you can't. So, you have to go outside like that, and then you can go onto the screen here, and you can turn the searchlight off. Work lights off. And we're going to go ahead and move forward. So we've docked. The good news is they don't count any damage that happens after you dock, so when they ram your ship into the dock, it's all good. But I just wanted to show you that night lighting because that was really neat. So let's go ahead and we're going to skip time so you can see what that looks like. I'm going to skip till about 6 o'clock the following morning. And what sucks is every day that goes by, you're losing, precious, fishing time. So let's go into the town, and we're going to look for a bar. Let's look at tips and see if we have any. No tips. You could do $10,000 port mission. Let's see. Select. Deliver supplies to Lockport. You have 12 days to do that. Well, I think we took the mission. So there we go. And that's, I think, it. So we have insurance and rescue service. We're not going to do those yet. We don't need them. But that should hopefully port delivery. Hang on. Let's see. What is this? 12 days. 285 hours. Travel to the location marked on the map. Okay. Resume. We're in the town of Ingalls. All right, so we are back in our boat. Details. Travel to the location. Okay. We still need to refuel before I leave. So we're going to go to the dock. Maintenance. We're going to buy some fuel, $400 for fuel, but we're making that back. So there were no tips on our fish here, and that it's a little bit of a bummer, but let's get turned around here. No, I don't know. Oh, one more thing I wanted to check, and of course we just left. I want to see if we have access to other, like a boat. Like in the old game, you could not access any boats or anything aside from Stop, 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 stop. Oh, shoot balls. The only thing you could access from the other docks was repairs. You couldn't do upgrades or anything else, which now we're going to have to repair a boat. That was really stupid. But anyway. All right, so going into port. Frig. All right, so general, I want to see dock. Can we buy ships from here? Available. Oh, there's a different boat. Look at that. That's cool. So the Not Guilty is one of the newest lobster boats built by AF. All right, so we have 4-man crew lobster boat. Looks like a pretty small boat. $1.15 million. Quick way to get into lobster. So that's cool. That's really neat. All right, and then what else do we got? We have upgrades. Can I get upgrades here? Yep, you can do upgrades. So that's new for this version of the game. Before, you could only do that from your current port. So let's go ahead and get our $10,000 mission underway. Now, you'll make way more money than that when you do fishing. So I'm not telling you this is the way to do it, but we might as well take a mission and earn a little bit of money. We'll get our boat fixed at the next dock. That stunk. I can't believe I clunked it like that. All right, so I'll be back, but I just wanted to share with you the lighting and stuff at night. And, ooh, look at that sunrise. Yeah, some things have just been improved in this game, and that includes, you know, I didn't think the graphics could get much better, but they've gotten a lot better. Like, they really have improved over the last version of the game. Where do they want us to go? Okay, we're going here. All right. So we got a long trip ahead of us. Now, you probably could map. Look at the sun. Oh, that is so cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to get out there and deliver this load. I'll catch you when I get on the other side of it. But, yeah, so that gives you an idea of what the lighting looks like at night, and also that really cool sunrise lighting. It's a nice, calm day. Hopefully we'll be able to find some fish and go fishing. But if not, there's always the Borga. We can go back to line fishing, which is what we used to do. Oh, is this guy going to run into me? Look out. Oh, there's one of the lobster boats. Cool. All right, so off we go. All right, so we've arrived at the port destination. It took me all day, and I actually had to hand sail over here. My ship only goes like maybe 12 knots top speed, so I literally had to sail across the map. It took forever. Like, literally, what do you think, like an hour and a half?
Oh, it took a long time.
It took a long time to get here.
I didn't know you were still playing, to be honest.
Yeah, my wife didn't even realize I was still playing. So we have, I've just delivered that, I think. Cargo delivered, $10,000 added. I have found no other fish. So I think I want to keep running for a little bit, but my idea is this. I did find a boat. We found the Borga, which is a line fishing ship. And I'm almost thinking I want to go back to line fishing for a bit. Hang on, what we got here? What's available here? We've got the Ocean Runner, $695,000. Crew of 4. This runs deep line and lobster fishing. It's a net boat. Hang on. So it's a big line and net boat, but it also can be doing. It can also do deep line, which is tuna, and swordfish, and lobster fishing. So that's pretty cool. Now, just so you know, when you do missions, and why it took me so long to sail here, you cannot fast travel when you have mission cargo. That's why it took so long. So I got $40,000. I'm gonna map myself back to the main port and find the Borga. That way I can show it to you. And we'll see how much it costs. And maybe we'll switch over to do some line fishing tonight. I'd like to do a little bit of fishing in this fishing tutorial. But from what I'm reading online, it's actually really difficult right now to find the swordfish. They've tried to make this game a lot more realistic than it used to be. But that involves you being really patient and having to seek out tips and that kind of stuff to actually find where these fish are. And I've seen a lot of people complaining that they can't find swordfish. So we're going to switch over to line fishing. And we'll do some actual fishing at that point, and I'll put that on the video. So, but anyway, I'm loving it so far. This game has been great. Like I said, the graphics are way improved, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm very glad that they put this out, and it's definitely an improvement over Fishing Barents Sea. And I like that realism factor, even though it takes longer. I actually kind of enjoy that. Like, okay, I'm really hunting for these fish. And swordfish fishing, I mean, that's like, you know, when you're doing sport fish like that, it is a hunt. It's an all-day process to find the fish. So that's what I'm experiencing right now. It's a little different than line and net fishing. So anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to hop back to the other port, and I'll see you momentarily. Okay, so we have moved into the main port area, which you saw before. I wanted to show you where the Borga was. It's right at the start of the game. If you look to the right, that's where you start, right over here. And in the tutorial, you start out in the ocean, and then you'll come into port, which is over back here. And they'll tell you to go there. But as you go past, you'll see this question mark on the map. That is the Borga. I want to see how much, or Borja, I think it's probably Borga is how they pronounce it. I just want to see how much that boat costs. I'm not going to sell this boat unless I absolutely have to, but I think we're going to hold on to this boat and park it for a while till I figure out how to do the sword fishing, and we'll take the Borga out and do some line fishing. Hopefully make some income. The Borga's a horrible boat. I'm loath to purchase it, but I think what I'll do is I'll probably buy a storage upgrade for it. There it is. We found the Borga. So we're going to stop and back up. It's parked right there. So that's the first boat that we found, and that's, once again, something new in this version of the game, finding boats that, you know, are parked around the map. And I think that's a pretty neat thing. It encourages you to explore the environment and the cities and the map. And, you know, if you get radar upgrades, you can actually see those from farther away. So that's one of the reasons why you might want to upgrade your radars to pick up things that are off the map that you're not seeing right away. So we're going to head over here to the main dock, and I'm going to see how much the Borga costs, and we will go from there. So I will see you in just a minute. I'm actually outside the buoy. You got to watch. If you don't, there's a channel cut here, and if you're outside that, you could run into shoals. You can see there's some really shallow water right to our left. Right to our left. On our left and our right. So stay on the channel, stay in between the buoys if you can. But your topographical map will show you, you know, thankfully, where those shallows are. So follow the dang line, and I will see you guys in port here. All right, so the Borg, just as I predicted, is 10,000.
Just as I predicted, Biden won.
Wait, what? Hold on. So the question is, do we want to... Let's see, we can do 4 max. Let's see, we'll probably buy 2 lines, and we'll do that. So we can buy this boat, though, and that's why I wanted to do it. The Borga is an old rusty boat with sluggish controls. Well, it's good. Sounds good to me. Okay. Would you like to play the tutorial? Line mechanic. No. I know how to do this. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll see if I do, yeah. Currently rigged for long line fishing. So let's see in the game. Wow, the Borga looks really good, actually. Maintenance. The boat's undamaged. We don't need to buy fuel. And we're going to go to the rigging. Yep, and that's all it does is long line fishing. And so we're going to go town. No, wait, dock. Yeah. Upgrades. Storage. Let's go ahead and do storage 2. For 5,000. Yeah, engine 2. And you have to do these in order. You can't just jump to the highest one. Fishing quota, nope. Fish sonar. That's how deep it scans. I'm not worried about that yet. Since we're mostly fishing with the lines, we're going to be at the surface anyway. Radar. It increases discovering hidden locations and boats. I don't see needing to spend that right now. Buoy. What does the buoy do? Upgrade your buoys, and you will... hang on a second. All right, so I don't need to upgrade the buoys either. Whatever, we'll figure them out. Searchlight. I'm gonna try. How much are these? Oh, $10,000. No, we're not doing that. Heck no. Okay, so we're gonna check out with that. So we've upgraded our boat a little bit. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the shop at the fish market. Oh, before we do that, we need to get Fishing gear. I don't think we have any long lines, so I'm going to buy unbaited hook. I'm going to buy 2 of these. We're going to throw... I want to change the number to 2. Can I go up? No, it won't let me change it. 2. There we go. Buy 2. Okay. Did that do it? I think it did. Okay, and then we need to buy bait. So we're going to bait the long lines. Now, first of all, let's look at our calendar. Nope, that's the wrong button. We're going to see here. Town dock, fish market, fish prices. Man, I lost the spreadsheet. There's a spreadsheet here that shows you like what's in season right now. Some of these fish are always in season. Cod's bringing in a good price. I just need to see I need to see my journal. How do I get to my journal? General? No. Well, hold on. We're going to leave the dock. Oh, wait. Let's do one more thing, too. There's always one more thing for me to do. Maintenance. We're going to call this the barge. And that can't be yellow. We're going to make that the barga. There we go. Just got to customize it. I wish you could paint the boats. Okay, so once again, we need to exit the port. I think it's just escape now. You don't have any baited lines. That's correct. I know. Okay, so I want to see my journal, which is nope. So I don't know how to do this, guys. I'm sorry. No, and it keeps going back there, and that's not. Where is my journal? Is it escape? No. Hold on. Okay, it's weird. It's under map. So if we look for statistics, nope. Sales, gear, journal. Summer has begun. Nice warm weather catch. Logbook, wiki, finances. Nope. Missions, wiki. General, fish types. Fish seasons. There we go. Okay, so we're in August. And so right now we can catch swordfish, bluefish tuna, silver hake. Cod is not in season, okay, but we can get pollock, redfish, haddock, and mackerel. So let's go ahead and exit back into our boat, and we're going to go back into the dock. I need to find that out because I need to see what. So we can't fish for cod because they are not in the market. So we're going to go to our fishing gear. We're going to bait our long lines. We have 2 unbaited hook. Bait long line. We want to catch. Oh my gosh. I'm never going to be able to figure out what these pictures are. I don't like this. What does cod look like? I know it looks like a fish. Thank you. Let's see. Shop fish prices. So if we go there, we can see what the cod is. That little booger. So we want to get pollock and haddock. So whatever catches this silverfish looking thing. Pollock, redfish is okay. All of those are okay, but we want to avoid cod. So whatever brings in the least amount of this. So fishing gear, bait long lines. So this brings in a small amount of cod. So this actually would be a good. Looks like it brings in mackerel too, huh? Okay. What else can we pick though? Let's see. Krill brings in still a low amount of cod. Lots of redfish. We bait mackerel. We bring in whatever that pink thing is and whatever the yellow fish is. There's not haddock. Haddock's going to be I think the one under the cod. So I wish they'd use the same pictures. This is a cod catcher shrimp. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm going to try one of these. And this one we're going to pick up. We're going to try this type and see what we get. All right, so we got 1 mackerel and 1 crab. And then we're going to go back to the store, and I'm going to go to the shop, and now I'm going to upgrade myself because we have to do this manually. We've got $17,000. Is this really worth it? Is it worth doing one expensive one? Probably this is going to be the biggest upgrade that we can do. So I'm going to do a rubber sports knife. What the heck is a rubber sports knife? But I guess that's what they do. So maybe it has a rubber handle. $15,000 for a knife, man. Wow. Check out. Okay, so we got $2,000 left. That'll keep us going with fuel. And let's get out into the ocean and go fishing. So we're going to leave the port. Oops. And we got to back the Borga up because we're right against the dock. Oh, God. This thing is such a turd. We're bringing it back. The barge is back. All right. But like I said, this is going to be a little less frustrating than trying to find swordfish. Maybe. 17 years later. All right, we need to make a southern. Can we go out to the north here? Let's take a look at the map. Is there an exit out north? Nope. So we're going to have to turn around and go south. I don't think you can fish in the port, so. However, I will say that the Borga has gotten a facelift for sure. Look at the details on there. It's much nicer looking than it looked in the last version. Still an ugly boat, but it'll do. It's what I'm familiar with for fishing, so I feel more comfortable doing this. We will get into the other types of fishing and stuff as we play this game. But let's see. Here's our light panel. Okay, and here we go. The Borga has a map and a sonar. I think we can switch between the sonar. Let's turn that on. There we go. And that will come in handy. This shows us our capacity, which is 0. No lights are on. We're going full bore right now, and that's about 5 knots. There we go. Oh, 7. So we ride down the other side of the swell there. We're going 7 knots. So the boat's cruising along here, and we're going to go ahead. At least we can't. You could turn the police thing back on because you're not probably going to break speed. Like break the speed limit here. Let me hop out of the seat, and we're going to take a walk around the boat as we travel out the harbor. And this, no, too bad. There's these boats. That's our fishing line. That's where we haul the gear. I'm not, E drive. This boat has a tendency to pull to the right, or to the left a little bit, so we'll turn it back this way again. It's probably the waves and the wind. And, we'll quit again. And now we can go down. I think we can go down, yeah, into here. Look, you can even have a fire going. Keep the boat nice and warm and sleep down here while you're waiting. There's my orange body. All right. And we're going to return to the wheelhouse and drive the boat like we should be. So I'm going to go ahead and drive out to our harbor or to our fishing area and see if we can't pull down some fish with this boat. We should be able to, so I'll be back. All right, so we are setting our long line right now. I just set the first one by mistake. I wanted to show you the process, but it's easy to set them, so we'll set a second one. We've got a decent amount of fish on the radar. Not a ton, but some. So we'll go out a little bit and see if we can find another. This is a pretty good spot where I put it down. I don't know that we'll find a ton of fish, but I guess the way this works is a history. So the further out to the left that you go, the less fish you have. These are fish that we're right over right now. These are fish that we were over several minutes ago. So I'm going to go ahead and set this long line. I'm going to put the engine back pretty slow. And I'm going to quit driving the boat. First we need to change our camera. And we're going to stop driving. And we're going to set, this is neat, this is all new. I'm going to grab the hook, baited with crab. I'm going to prepare it, and then I'm going to go ahead and set it. Nope, set it. There we go. And it pops out. Now we're going to go back over here and take over driving. It's just putting it out there. E-drive. There we go. And there's nothing really. There we go. Boom. It's set. Now, I have no idea how to track the lines on this one. I'm assuming that the coloring is the same as it was before. You want to wait till these lines go blue. So they're going to go orange. They're going to go red, orange, green, blue, green, orange, red. And if you pick them up at that point, if you go past the red, you'll lose your line. But if you pull them up when they're not blue, you're going to end up getting a reduced yield. So looks like, like I said, look at the radar. There's a good amount of fish here. We found a lot of fish in this area. So we're going to go ahead and park the Borga over by line 1 and rest for a while until we can pull those fish up and see what we got. And then we're going to do some hand gutting. I think I can gut them on this fish if I remember right. Or on this boat, I mean. I hope I can gut them. That would really... Yeah, I can see the table. The gutting table's there to his left. That white table right there is the gutting table. You definitely want to gut your own fish because you get... At least, if you do a good job gutting, you'll get a pretty decent bonus on how much fish you pull or how much money you pull in for those fish. So, all right, I'm going to get lined up here, and I will be back. By the way, a little hint: if you double press X on your keyboard, and I don't know what that is on the Xbox controller, whatever turns the engine off. Oh, it's you double click the left joystick. It'll shut the engine off. So right now I'm running on 0 power. My motor is off. I'm not burning any gas. The only thing that's smoking right now is my fireplace. And so I'm going to go inside and get warm. But I wanted to tell you that little tip because I think that's important that you know that you can actually do that and turn the motor off so you're not just sitting there burning gas. And so now it's a waiting game. We need to wait about 14 hours. Thankfully, each hour is about a minute and a half, so we've got some time to wait, but it's not going to be too long. I don't think we can skip time in the map. Nope. The only way you can skip time is by going back to port. I don't want to do that. This boat's so slow, so forget that. All right, I'll be back. One more thing that I want to point out is that you can actually drop anchor now. I think. Let's see. Does it let me do it? Maybe. I think I dropped anchor. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. If we turn the engine on, is that what that is? I'm not actually hearing the anchor dropping, but interesting. Maybe we can't. I don't know. Oh, well. All right, guys. I'll be back. All right, so our buoys have come due, and we can look on the map, and I got to find them. They're ahead a little bit. The weather has turned fairly rotten. Once again, another good reason to use the Borga at the beginning rather than using the swordfish Mickey because, or the mattress or whatever you want to call it, because the barge is going to be able to fish in any kind of weather, whereas the swordfish, unless you're deep line fishing, you can't do the surface fishing when there's a lot of swells because you have to be able to see the tuna. So you have to kind of have calm waters. My wife is saying boring. Her favorite words about all the games that I play. Where's the what? Black bags. The garbage bags? Hold on one second, folks. So we've got full throttle, and I am moving towards my... I unfortunately drifted a bit and got a bit out. I don't want to miss the blue. I forgot how... I think... We're at 19 hours. It went yellow and then blue. I thought it went green first, but maybe it just happened so fast I wasn't paying attention. Kind of watching all the election stuff going on, so... right now it looks like Joe Biden's going to be our president, but it looks like Trump is not happy with the way things went. He's doing a lot of recalls. or recounts. America, a nation split in two. It always has been. Since I was a kid, I mean, this is not the first time we've had controversial votes. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's see how we did. We've had the line out. It looks like there's a lot of fish in this area, so I'm pretty confident that we will have fish on our lines in this area. Once again, using sonar like we really should use it in real life, which they took away the fake way to do it. And now you have to do it realistically. So let's see. If we get this thing in here, I think we actually physically have to go out there now. I don't know that it does it by itself anymore. Oh, lordy. We're going to wash. There it is. E. All right, so our guy's going to go out there, and we got to bash. Bash the fishies. Okay, haven't done this yet, so I might be a little awkward. That was bad. Good is good. We want excellent if we can. That's what we have multiplier fish. We caught 11 fish on our line. Or that's the missed perfect. Dang. Batting 0 today. Shizzle sticks. All right. Well, almost a perfect on that one. Ah. Whoopsh. Oh. So this is a lot harder. The other one was a little bit easier to get a perfect on. This one's a little bit more tricky. Ah. Crap. Okay, so we've got alert 2, set, dismiss with krill. What? Wait a minute. Okay. We've got 100. We're not really supposed to be. The cod is not in season. I don't know if we can sell it or not, but we got redfish, silver hake, and how is our capacity doing? We have 1,300 of 4,000 kilograms. Now, don't forget, I upgraded my storage facility. So if you left it default, did I update this? Yeah, 4,000 is double. We started with 2,000. And I'm glad I did. So I think that we could probably, so we were doing 2 500-meter lines. We could probably increase that to 2 500s and 1 250 if we want to get a full load every time. Because right now we'll bring in, if we do as well on this line, we'll bring in about just under 3,000. I mean, honestly, we could probably even do 3 500s, but we'll fill up all the way. But at that point, you're kind of wasting fish. So I don't know. I think we did the engine upgrade on this too. I don't remember. It was yesterday. I've had to record this in pieces, so I don't remember everything that I did, but I'm pretty sure I upgraded the motor also. Because this boat is horrible when it starts to fill up with fish. It gets really slow. So we also are going to need to gut the fish before we deliver them. That's a thing that you definitely want to do because you get way more money. Let's get this batch. Bah. Crap. Haha, perfect. Oh, missed. It goes so fast. Oh, miss. Now, interestingly, we caught more fish on this line. We had 11 on the last line and 13 on this line, so we might actually fill the boat up. We'll see. One of the things I always liked about this game is that you see all the different species of fish that you're catching on the line. None of it's great, but we're getting about a 20% bonus, so that's not bad. If you could do all perfect, you get 50% plus bonus. So, yeah. Bring it home. Well, okay. 500 baited with mackerel. Dismiss. Dismiss. Okay, so we have 2,800 liters of fish. So, yeah, I would say put out another 250 line next time we go fishing. You can see the boat can barely even move. It's so full of fish. Hold on 1 second, folks. 45 minutes later, I will have turned this boat all the way around. I should have bought a squirrel. I should have refueled. All right, so we're going to do this. We are going to cheat. But this will become your friend. We could go there. I think we're going to go here. This looks like a straighter shot. And we're going to go right into Dennis's port. Now, we have no idea of knowing. Unfortunately, I don't know how you tell what the market prices are at Dennis's unless you look at the logbook. No. I think we have to rebuild the rebate. Oh. You know what? Hang on a second, folks. I just figured something out. This is cool. This is new. Okay. So we haven't gone anywhere yet. We're still at German Bank, which there's still a bunch of fish out here. Apparently, and this is new. And so once again, I'm learning. Oh, no, by the way, this is the gauge I was talking about that tells you how much fish you have, that red gauge. Apparently, we can put more lines out. So, unbaited, right? Oh, no, these are unbaited. It said in my logs that I had baited it with krill, but it hasn't. And so I don't see that there's any more bait. So we do have to bring the lines in. So what you could do, this ship holds 4 lines. You could do rounds. We could buy 2 more of these 500s. You go out, you put down 2 lines, you bring back in the other 2, and you leave the 2 out. Then you go back out again, grab those 2 lines, get the fish, set 2 new lines, and you just keep rotating like that so that you're constantly bringing new lines. And that's probably how I'm going to run this ship. So anyway, back to the map, and we're going to go ahead and zoom home. I thought we were going to be able to throw those lines out again without having to rebait at the port, but I was mistaken. So we're going to map our way here and return. Hopefully I still have some gas left. Oh, it's middle of the night, and we are... I came here to Port Dennis. Oh, we didn't use much fuel at all. Or Dennis Point. Because I thought it would be calmer here so I could gut the fish. But apparently that is not the case. It's violently rough here. Pardon me, man. I'm having some coughing issues tonight. Hold on 1 second, folks. All right, so we've arrived at Port Dennis 3.5 hours later. It's really choppy here, but we're going to take a break, turn the boat engine off. Hi, cutie. Turn the lights on. What are you? Get off. Get off me. I'm being assaulted by my wife. Ah! So we're going to try this, and I'm not very good at this, but... What, baby? Oh, you got it out. Okay. Very nice. All right, so we got all our lights on. We're going to come out on the work deck and gut the fish. Ugh. Start. Don't. Oh. Ooh. Okay. That was pretty good, actually. I'm not unhappy with that. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's going to lose some money there. I think it is... and this is why, and this is... we need to get somewhere calmer. This isn't going to work. I can't do it here. It's too rough. The seas are too rough. Whoa, excuse you. Wink, wink. So we're going to see a little further inland if there's a spot where the ocean isn't so bouncy, for lack of better words. I'm going to do the map thing because, once again, this boat is painful to drive. When you get further on in the game, you'll have boats that are much faster. And then you won't have to deal with, wow, even here it's still really choppy. We're just going to have to deal with it, I guess. That sucks. Okay, well, stop driving. We're going to gut the fish. It's always best to gut fish on a stable table. I wish you could tie into port and then do it while you're docked. Bad, bad, bad. Oh, man. And, of course, the problem that I have also, and I know I'm making excuses, but, oh, God. Okay. You get no bonus for 3 stars. 4 stars is where you make your bonus. My mouse is... My kids did something to my mouse before I came over. What? And they made it, like, super-duper sensitive, and I have not figured out how to turn that on. I tried through Microsoft settings to... Holy shoot. Okay. These redfish are not going well at all. I've pretty much ruined half my catch. What is the camera doing now? What are we doing here? Are we on the rocks or something? Okay. All right. Let's see if we can successfully ruin more fish. Oh my God. And this was the expensive knife too, so don't forget we're getting oh jeez. Oh God. I'm about to swear. Okay, we're going to try this again. I'm going to try to sell these fish. So total revenue is $11,000. That's not bad, honestly. But the gutting is horrible. We did a terrible job there. We got good prices. Well, average for our cod and haddock. High price for our pollock, which is a decent amount of the fish that we caught, so that's good. Redfish, silver hake, they're both low, but bad prices. But that's also, we really screwed our redfish up bad. I wish it would show us, let's see. There is probably a way to see our, how bad we did when we gutted. It's, nope, I always do that. Oh, sure, the next morning it's calm. Anyway, I just wanted to end this and say I'm very excited about running the mattress at some point and finding fish, hopefully. But I'm also really happy with the way the game came out. There's a lot of cool new changes. I'm sure we're going to find more stuff as we play the game. But there's a lot of cool new nuances that weren't part of the game before. I really like the fact that they made the sonar more realistic. Instead of having a heat map of the whole area that's free and that you never have to use sonar, you can just always look at that. And this one, you actually have to go fishing. You have to go look for the fish and use the sonar like real fishermen do to see if you can find pockets of or hot spots of fish. The one thing I don't love so far is that it's really hard. Like I spent 3 days, I think, looking for fish to hunt with this, with the mattress, and I couldn't find any. But the fact that we can get the barge or the Borga and get that ship running for a very inexpensive price helps us out because we have a moneymaker boat and we have a fishing boat, so we can kind of send one out to do that, and then when we want a break, we can take this boat out and try to go, sport fishing. Yeah, so I will look into doing the deep line fishing. I hear it's a little bit different than just regular line fishing, so I'm going to have to learn how to do that, where to place the lines, that kind of stuff. I'm not well versed in that stuff yet, so. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first look as we played Fishing North Atlantic, and I am glad to have you guys here. Next time, hopefully, our gutting will go better. But once again, this is going to be kind of an episode 1, if you will, as we start and do our playthrough. Though I think I'll call the next episode Episode 1. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. See you guys next time. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up, boys help. Good night.